Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy Tyagara, back for another episode of Oot 3D 3-Heart Run. In the last episode, we made our way up Death Mountain and met the boss of the Gorons, Darunia, who sadly informed us that his people are facing a food crisis due to the Dodongo's cavern being blocked off by a giant boulder. Then we returned to the forest and learned a new song from Saria, which we will hopefully use to brighten Darunia's mood. This time, well, wouldn't you look at that, I've got 2 bugs in my bottle.
How'd that get in there?
So I'm gonna collect that gold Skulltula I missed out on in the last episode. After that, we're gonna head back to Goron City, play Saria's song for Darunia, and hopefully brighten his mood so he'll grant us passage into Dodongo's cavern, so that we can have a shot at collecting his cool red shiny rocks. Anyway, here's the gold Skulltula. Gonna let him have it with a spin attack, but somehow that didn't do the trick, so we're just gonna hit it with another slash to finish him off. And would you look at that? I guess we had iframes during the spin attack or something, because I heard Link getting hit, but I didn't actually lose any health. So without further ado, let's just make our way back now. Behind Mido's house. It's nice to see all of our friends again. Or if you can even call them that, because all they really did before was teach us how to use our fairy and such. But anyway, I want to talk about something real quick. I briefly went over it in the last episode, and it kind of ties into the snooty guard who was blocking the gate. So he mentioned something about a mask in Castletown. Well, part of that mask side quest is delivering one to this guy right here. And I believe you can't actually give it to him without first playing Saria's song. Now sadly, this means that we are going to end up collecting a piece of heart, but I promise it will not be enough to actually give us, you know, the heart container. This is purely just so we can progress to the side quest later in the game. So please forgive me, guys. I promise we will not collect 4 pieces of heart. I believe this is the only one you need for a side quest.
Oh!
But anyway, let's just keep on moving ahead now. Remember this guy from before? Yeah, he's the one who gave us the bigger bullet seed bag. But here we are back at the entrance to Goron City. Armed with Saria's song, let's see if we can bring him up somehow. Also, yeah, pardon me, I'm not going to be blowing this thing up. It's too annoying to try and aim it. It's a bit of a hassle, and I don't need the piece of heart. I just collected the one because I need to have access to that Skull Kid, to have different dialogue later on. You play a song for him, and it'll be like, hey, cool. Alright, so here we are back in Darunia's room. We've got the Ocarina in hand. Now let's play Saria's song and brighten his mood. God, I love this song. Brings back memories of when I used to play this as a kid with my sister. She would always want to play Saria's song for Darunia because she thought it was so funny the way he reacted. Now, fellas, if you're in the club or if you're at the bar and you're trying to pick up girls with your sweet dance moves, just take a page out of Darunia's book here, because look at this man go. Oh. Oh. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Hot. What a hot beat.
Woo! Yeah!
Yahoo!
Apologies if I just blew your eardrums there, but I had to do it. Hey, what a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Bro, if it were that easy, could you imagine? Anyway, something just came over me. I suddenly want to dance like crazy. I am Darunia. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the spiritual stone of fire too? The spiritual stone of fire, also known as the Goron's ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. But hold on, I'm not gonna give it to you that easily. If you want it so badly, why don't you go destroy the monsters inside of Dodongo's cavern and prove you're a real man? That way, everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I will give you anything you want, even the spiritual stone. I have something for you. I'm not really giving you this in return for anything, but take it anyway. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick up a bomb flower using A. You got the Goron's bracelet. Now you can pull up bomb flowers. Stand next to one and use A to pull it up. So now Link has super strength in his left arm. So we can use this to pick up bombs and also those strands of grass that we were having trouble lifting up in the last episode. I want to touch on something Darunia just said there. If there was one song, I mean, guys, if you have a song that just instantly brightens your mood and cures your depression, what is it? I'm genuinely curious. I'd love to talk about this because, aside from video games, I'm also very passionate about music. Mainly rock music, though. That's like my go-to genre. My favorite bands are Weezer and Green Day. So yeah, guys, in the comments, let me know who some of your favorite artists and bands are and what your favorite songs are so that we can, like, I don't know, maybe build a community playlist or something that we can use to cure depression like Saria's song did for Darunia. But anyway, there are those stairwells I touched on in the last episode. You don't normally want to use them to climb up or climb down Death's Mountain or Goron City. It's a bit of a waste of time. But it's the only way back up. So anyway, what you want to do is come on over here and throw the bomb down towards that boulder, and hopefully the blast radius will reach it. Oh yeah, first try. Sadly, we also destroyed the sign, but this gives me the perfect opportunity to show off something really funny. First, I'm just going to move this. I want to show you what you normally do in a normal playthrough of Ocarina of Time. There's a piece of heart up here. If you backflip on an angle like that, you'll be able to reach it no problem. So anyway, if you destroy a sign, for example, like this, here's something pretty cool you can do. I don't know how many people have talked about this, but I've always found it interesting. The sign just magically rebuilds itself if you play Zelda's Lullaby for it. Such a funny little detail, but I love it. Anyway, here's another soft patch of soil. You know what we gotta do. Do I even have to say it at this point? Come out wherever you are, Gold Skulltula. I'll be waiting. But yeah, in a regular playthrough, that's how you get a piece of heart. The game probably wants you to, use magic beans. If you're familiar with the game, you know what I'm talking about, but if not, it's an item you get a little later on. You plant them in the soft patches of soil, and later on in the game, you can ride a magical leaf platform up there. But anyway, here we are, just outside the main entrance. I'm going to change up my gear real quick, because we're going into a very fiery place, and my wooden shield is very flammable, so I don't want to take any chances. But guys, we've arrived. I welcome you all to Dodongo's Cavern. It's a really cool dungeon. Big step up from the Deku Tree. So, straight ahead here, we have some platforms that rise and fall. Oh yeah, Navi mentions that there are lava pits around. Another reason, yeah, why you want to switch off your Deku Shields, because if you roll around in the fire there, it'll actually burn up. So, be careful about that. There's also fiery enemies. If they touch you with your Deku Shield equipped, it'll just instantly burn. So, Beamos, they lock onto you and fire a laser beam at your feet. Now, unfortunately, remember what I said in the Deku Tree about the Zelda rule of thumb? See an eye, just shoot it. It's not enough to kill it. Instead, you want to throw a bomb at it, and that'll finish it off. Just make sure you hit its head. So, speaking of bombs, there's something funny I want to show off real quick. So if you bring it over here, there's a crack in the wall. So we want to blow that down first. Wait for the bomb flower to respawn. And over here we've got a gossip... Oh, wait, is it because I went off screen it didn't blow it up? Huh, interesting. Well, there you have it. If you go off screen, it just does not let the bomb blow up an explosive area nearby. But anyway, if you throw a bomb at a gossip stone, begins to flash and blast off up to the ceiling it goes. And that's the end of that. If you do it outside though, like there's a gossip stone in front of the castle, and if you throw a bomb at it there, it'll just blast off into the sky like a rocket ship. Looks really funny. Anyway, up ahead in this first corridor here, we have baby Dodongos. You want to watch out. Once you kill them, they set off an explosion, so stand back, because you do not want to get hurt. But thankfully, the explosion can hurt other baby Dodongos and not just yourself. Now, you might hear a gold Skulltula rattling, but sadly, we are in no position to kill it. We need another item and a unique ally to help us reach it. You'll see what I mean later on in the series. So here we have another bombable wall. They have a unique sound effect when you slash them, by the way. Compared that to slashing a regular wall. That lets you know if there's an area you suspect you can bomb. If it makes that sound effect when you slash it with your sword, then that's your confirmation that you can. So here we have Armos, except these guys are just statues. They don't actually come to life and attack you. What you want to do is push this one onto this blue platform here, because if you step on it yourself, The moment you step off of the pressure plate, the bars will come back down, blocking you off from entering the door. You need something to hold it down entirely, so that's what the Armo statue is for. I want to take down those keys real quick using your slingshot, and make your way through the door where you'll find some of my favorite enemies in the Legend of Zelda series, the Zalfos. These guys are a lot of fun to scrap with. They'll swing overhead at you with their sword, and then you retaliate real quick. He's gonna slash again. Another jump attack ought to do the trick. For now, he'll retreat, but there's a second one, so we want to go after him. But yeah, they're a lot of fun to scrap with. Just exchange blows. So long as you keep your distance and block downwards, there's no way you should be able to hurt you with this overhead swings. I love the Hylian shield as a kid. It's so much fun the way it just guards you like a turtle shell, kind of. Come at me, bro. And that'll be the end of you. Now let's go get your friend and finish him off. Get back here. Don't have the patience to be chasing down no lizard folk. And that'll be the end of him. The way has moved. The way forward has opened for us. So let's keep moving. Alright, we have yet another bombable wall. But if memory serves me right, I'm pretty sure it's just a business scrub in there who tries to sell you a Deku stick, so let's not even bother wasting our time. This is a regular Lizalfos, by the way. You want to treat it like a boxing opponent, you know, stick and move. Flash its tail, then back away because it will try to take you with like a spin attack. But after 4 regular slashes, he'll go down, but much like Baby Dodongos, he explodes when he dies, so make sure to keep your distance after finishing him off. There are 3 of them in this room. If you stand if you stand in front of it for too long, it will try and breathe fire on you. So yeah, you always want to keep moving. And jump out of the way of the tail swipes. And he's done for. Alright, now let's get this final one right here. Jump slash to open up. Wow. I did not know you could kill it in one strike like that, but the more you know. Anyway, Navi, what is it? Are you going to remind me to take a break? Yep, well, I don't feel like it. I want to keep on playing. So yeah, now that we have taken out the Dodongos, we are clear to move around this room freely. What you want to do, of course, grab the Deku stick, use the fire from that main torch to light up all these little ones, and that will open the path forward for us. Just about at the end of this hallway now. If we step on this pressure plate over here, it will open the way forward to the second half of the dungeon. So, before I end the episode, I just want to show or collect one more thing. Yet another bombable wall. Let's take care of that real quick, shall we? Now, behind that wall, we have a dungeon staple, I like to call them, which composes, of course, of the dungeon map, the compass, and the dungeon weapon. But later on in the game, there's also boss keys, but those aren't a thing for the first 3 dungeons of the game. Here we have the dungeon map. Now we can see the entire dungeon layout, both floors, and, well, technically I believe there's also a basement, but we'll see in a sec. I just want to take care of this BMOS real quick. Not just the 2 floors. That basement I spoke of only really comes into play at the very end, so it's not recognized as an official floor. Here's a business scrub. I'm not going to bother with him. He sells you a Deku shield in case you burned yours either fighting a Dodongo or landing in the fiery pit there. But anyway, guys, I think that's a pretty good spot to end this episode. So, in the next episode of Oot 3D 3-Heart Run, we will be finishing off the Dodongo's Cavern by entering this big door. What's on the other side? Well, you'll have to wait till next time to find out. Till then, guys, I've been Hyagara. I thank you all for watching, and I bid you guys farewell.